Joining us now, Fox News Insider Liz Peek. Liz, did you just hear that the president is now saying averting a railway strike will lower food and grocery inflation? Really? The railroads were causing grocery inflation?
Well, Liz, I think it's the absence of a negative, right? It's a very good thing we don't have a rail strike. In fact, having all those rail cars idle certainly could have pushed up supply chain problems again and, basically the prices of everything. But I actually am very cynical about this entire endeavor. I never thought that a major union was going to go out on strike weeks before a midterm election when the president right now is such a big booster of big labor. So I think this was, frankly, kind of a manufactured issue. But here's what is not manufactured. The settlement that was reached, Liz, is extremely expensive. And we're going to see other unions across the country want to get the same kind of increases, not only in pay, but health benefits and other things which are going to drive up the cost of labor. And in my view, that is probably the worst thing that could have happened.
That's interesting. There's also this, Liz. President Biden tweeted he's a car guy. He was touting electric cars in Detroit. He made a gaffe. He was getting into a gas-powered Corvette. That's not an electric car, you're saying. There's also this study, many electric cars weigh 1,000 pounds more than regular gas cars. They have rocket ship speed. They can create way more dangerous accidents. But, the thing is, Liz, to your point, elections are won in the middle. Roll call says independents are moving away from Biden as inflation eats family budgets alive. I want your reaction to the vice president saying electric cars are cheaper to own. Watch.
But there is a solution to this problem. Electric vehicles, electric cars, and trucks and buses, which produce no tailpipe emissions. And they are cheaper to own.
Really? Your reaction?
Well, I think we're just coming to understand all the expenses related to electric cars, Liz. First of all, in some places where the electricity grid is really not in place to handle the surge in demand, electricity prices are going through the roof. There are parts of California right now where it is more expensive to charge an EV than it is to fill up a gas-powered car. Obviously, Kamala Harris is not talking about the initial price. We know initial price on an EV is higher. She's talking about over time, charging it is less expensive than filling your car with gasoline. But I think, the proof's in the pudding. We're going to see whether that is true or not. I think we're just really finding out a lot about EVs that are not flattering, including the environmental impact of all the mining required for the rare earth minerals and so forth. I think the jury is out whether this is really such a great idea. But you know what? The zealots in the White House are going to push electric vehicles as a solution to a problem. And I think they're wrong. But, I wish they would let we got to get to this.
We got New York Times opinion writer Thomas Friedman. He's now saying Biden needs to ramp up U.S. oil and gas and postpone his green energy agenda because Putin has threatened to cut off Europe from Russian energy. So now Thomas Friedman is touting U.S. oil and gas.
Well, any sane person is, Liz. We're looking at Europe where they banked on renewable energy and on Russia. What a horrendous decision that was. But renewables by themselves are unreliable. You add in supplies of fossil fuels to back them up. Remember, renewables need backup. At this point, we don't have the storage for all-time 24-hour reliance on renewables. So we need the backup. That's the lesson everybody in this country should be learning. The backup is natural gas and coal and oil. But somehow, I think Democrats think voters are too stupid to understand this. So they're telling us lies. And it's a really dangerous thing, I must say.
Liz Peek, always great to have you on. Thanks for joining us.